I'm actually using my data, so hopefully the signal will come around soon, but the problem is that I can't see your chats. So please go ahead and put them up because I want to see what you said about everything about that. But you know what? What I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna freestyle because the thing is there's some really bad things going on in my mind. And the thing is too, well, I got allergies, so I'm gonna be maybe sniffing it a little bit. I got my tissue because my allergies are going crazy. Well, how about you? And tonight, I think I'm gonna pour my heart out. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the things that are really frustrating me. I want you to join with me so maybe we can have an understanding about the craziness going on while we listen to our breathing song. The thing that really got me started on this was I was cutting up plastic bags. The reason is because, well, let me ask you this. Do you know what to do if there's a nuclear bomb and you are out of the blast zone? Well, that's something that everybody should know about, especially right now. I put a link in the description so you're able to see a video that somebody put together on their channel, so they will explain everything, how you can survive if there's a nuclear bomb. The basic thing is this: if you are out of the blast zone, what's going to happen is you need to protect yourself from radiation. Now, the way that radiation travels is through dust particles, okay? So what you basically want to do is seal your house in every way. That means put plastic on the windows, on the vents, over the fireplace, everything. Seal your house and find a central point like a bathroom to seal yourself inside, and do that for a total of like 72 to 96 hours, so 3 to 4 days. So you will be able to survive. Now, the thing is that I was thinking about this while I started doing this, and I was just like, I was starting to get irritated, more mad, and just I got pissed off because I started thinking about it. I have to be concerned about this now. What happened? I mean, we've voted the people into Washington, D.C. to protect us. And now everybody hates us, and it is so strange. I mean, if you think about it, really, we didn't vote them into office, we hired them. You can say we hired those people in Washington, D.C. to protect us as citizens. And what happened? We're not protected at all. I'll tell you what happened, and I'll tell you it has to do with my socks. Because tonight, I have a blue sock on and I have a red sock on too. If you think about it, blue represents Democrat and red represents Republican. What other type of organizations have those same colors? We're talking Crips and who else? Bloods. Okay, so what are we saying? Do we have legalized gangsters in our political system? Well, that's not brand new news. That's in every political system that's ever existed. But it's so strange because the thing is, it's supposed to we the people, and it hasn't been represented like that. I'm upset at both of them, all of them, because you guys, you were to protect us as American citizens, and now we have to be concerned about sealing our house because of nuclear war. That sucks. And now you know what? Things are just really starting to be built up. And I want to get it out. And I'm going to vent. And I'm going to tell you about. You know what? There's such manipulation. And it just tenses up the situation. I see it. I went to the mall today because I had to go to the Apple store. Anyway, I look at people. They look so confused. But you know what? I actually use that as an opportunity to say, be safer, how you doing? Hey, I hope you're great, and just give them a little smile so they know there's hope. That way with their stress, they can really cope a little, and they'll be able to see that we have hope in our society. We can take our positive message and have a ripple effect around the world. I am serious. Do little things, that's what you call them, but let's pay it forward. And you will open up your heart in the things that you have to see every day, especially if you slow your breathing, you will be more calm in every way. You know what? Be careful what you're watching on social media. I know. You know what? I find it actually very annoying what people will do just to get views. So much lies and manipulation. You know what? Protects your mind. Find out the things yourself. Really, you have the tools to do it. All right, go around the lies and manipulation. Consider what you know very important. So get the truth. Don't let them lie. Well, they're gonna lie, but don't let them lie to you in ways where you will believe them and you see them who they really are inside, because they cannot disguise certain things. There's pride in so many things that are just mixed up that people don't want, and they don't care. Hey, what about me? I have no hair. I just spit that out. That was really dumb. But I hope someday we can go out and focus on having fun. I mean outside, not playing with our phones or our laptops or any other things. Enjoy in nature. That's what I'm talking about. Don't always be trapped in your place or inside just the workplace. Go outside, but make sure it's safe. Enjoy the weather. Outside, breathe in the air. I know sometimes it can be cold and hot, but you know what? Hey, I lived way north and I lived way south where there's lots of humidity. You know, breathing in nature is one of the best things. Now come on and breathe with me. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Yeah, breathe out. That's what it's all about. Hello, hey, how you doing? I guess I can see the message. I'm just looking on the computer, but like I said, my Wi-Fi is down, so I'm just sitting here, that I said. And the things that are bothering me, how uptight people are when they know that hope can still be seen. Oh, the things out there. But then I have such empathy I see for the people on the street. What caused them to get there? What situations was I that close to by living on the street too? Think about it. Have some empathy. Maybe don't give them money, but maybe give them some water so they can stay hydrated. Clean water is really hard to find on the street. Do that for people so you can help make the positive message complete. I know they're nailing us with negative messages all throughout the day, but hang on to your heart and know that you can always say that I'm gonna hang on to hope. You know, that's how my stress I cope. I make sure that I am doing something that I can do today to make sure I won't have regrets in every way. There was a song, it was by a country music singer named Kenny Chesney. It was back in the early 2000s. It was called Live Like You Were Dying. And he talked about being that partner that every partner would want, and being that friend that every friend desired to have. He talked about all these positive things. You know what? We should live that way, have that positive ripple effect in every way, because I'm telling you, we must live like that and live like we were dying. We won't have regrets. That's right. Help that person smile today. Yeah. Have that positive impact on the world. Let's breathe. Breathe in. That's right. Breathe out. Oh, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Oh, breathe in. Breathe out. Yes, we can't lose our heart, our mind, our body. We must take care of ourselves, keep ourselves physically fit and mentally fit to survive the craziness going on. Just think, we take care of ourselves, we will be more stable through anything that we go through. If we didn't take care of ourselves physically and mentally, and just think, hey, if things get back on track, you know what you've done. You've actually helped your body so you will feel better and also even live longer. So use this opportunity to help yourself be better. Help yourself physically and mentally to become that person stronger than you ever thought you could be. Don't let them put you down. Don't let them push you around. Stand tall and say, I won't put up with that ever. So you know what we should do? We just need to breathe together, chill out, calm down. Let's sit down and talk around about what's going on. Hey, what do we do? Hey, I say this. You need to chill, relax. Stop being so tied up like a rubber band, like ready to explode at the little thing anybody says. You know, maybe you should chill and kick back a little bit and think before you speak instead of emotionally reacting. And I know that's hard right now. That's very hard because there's so much happening. But I realized that if I take my electronic device and put it away for some time during the day, you know what? Detach yourself from all that craziness. Put yourself back together so you can have a good night's sleep and become re-energized. That's why I want you to come back at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every night so we can really chill and get an understanding how we can really deal with the things that are going on today. We must keep ourselves stable in every way. Don't let them drive you nuts. You know what? That's what they're trying to do. Keep your sanity and let's prove them wrong. We're stronger. Be a strength for positive. That's what I'm saying. Stop playing and we won't be saying anything about the negative. They're going ahead and just messing up the crap. I don't understand. What about that? I mean, it's like this is my house here and I'm gonna destroy it. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. So I just think it's like a game of Monopoly. Get all the cash you can and bankrupt everybody else so you can go ahead and have your big boats and have your airplanes and have 50 million like friends, I guess. Well, as long as you got the dinero, you know what? And I think about having billions of dollars. How can I even think about spending that much? You know what? We all know a big thing within our system is the corruption of money. I think that you can only be worth a certain amount of money if you want to be in politics. And as it goes higher up, whatever it is, like all the way up to president, then the worth goes up. So what that means is like, if you want to run for president, you can only be like worth $10 million. And when you stop from being president, you can only be worth $10 million. And you can't have access to other money. That means we need to have representatives. So the thing is, as it goes down to governor and such, what that means is that the people will be represented in a way where the government would work better, because the politicians that are making the decisions for the people, they cannot understand. I tell you that because they've gone to all the private schools, had everything they want. Many of them haven't even had to work. Think about that. I mean, they're playing around and everything, and they're on social media stuff and everything else. I mean, come on. We're going ahead and putting our whole entire country and everything we represent into their hands. We need to have people that have been with the people and they understand what the people need. That is my problem with our system and how it is in our society. Compassion, empathy. How about the masses? We need to take care of everybody, even if that person on the street needs glasses. You know what? Everybody's health should be taken care of, no matter what. And everybody should know that, that we can all hang out together, because people will have their needs taken care of. You know, if that happened, how much crime would fall? People really had their needs taken care of. There's a lot of illegal activity that wouldn't need to be. I'm just saying, think about it. Because people, they're not playing. They're like, I have to do this. I can't afford to do that. And so what did they do? They start doing crime. So just think, if everybody's needs were taken care of, the crime would fall. And I'm just talking about reality, that's all. So that's a good place to go. But we all know that's something that is just a fantasy. But John Lennon said he's a dreamer, and he's not the only one. You know what? If I'm dreaming, I don't care. If I'm dreaming, I don't want to wake up. The reason why is because in this dream, humanity becomes one together, and there will be equality together. That's the understanding that we need to have. bury the hatchet, as they say. We need to understand, look what's happened in the United States, a positive thing right now. People have come together that are usually apart because they have one goal together. That's how the world needs to come together as one to fight for positivity, for compassion and empathy as one, to have the drive to help people's problems, to help them every day. Society needs to be built on positive, so everybody's people's, they just need to be taken care of. I don't know why it's such a big deal. You know what? There's so much money everywhere. People don't have to steal. You know what? If they think about it, if they go ahead and people that are billionaires and millionaires and have them pay 10% of their worth right off the bat, you know what? That would solve all the problems right there. And they'd have plenty of money to still have fun. You know what I'm talking about. But greed's weird. I mean, there is no way that people can spend as much money as they have today when they're millionaires, billionaires, and going like that. I don't understand it, you know? I don't know. Maybe I just worry about that person when I see them as I'm walking down the street and the pants are coming down and they don't care and they're laying there. You know what? I see that and I see more of that, and then I see less of that. And that's what's really scary, and you guys know why. Because homeless are missing off the street. Ooh, they're disappearing. I wonder why. That's really weird. You know what? I want you to think about things and where are your priorities. I say that because not too far in the future, I have to tell you that your priorities when it comes to positive, it will be tested. You will have to make a decision between wrong and right, and you will know whether it's wrong or right. And the thing is that you have to be willing to stand tall on what you believe when it comes to positive morality for everybody in the world, okay? In the world. I've been overseas and it surprises me, you see, because they're so happy, and the thing is they don't have much of when it comes to money. It really helped me to put the in perspectives into place. I realized that, you know what, I had entitlement issues, and I still do. You know, that's a problem we have in the United States. So you know what, we got a problem now. One thing that I said when I was overseas, they're like, oh, America, amazing. I said, well, you know what? If things really go to hell, you guys are the ones that are gonna survive and tell. Because where I'm from, if the Wi-Fi goes down, it's like, oh, I have no Wi-Fi. But you know what? You guys are vigilant here in this other country. They are. They're resilient. They know how to survive. Think about it. Do you know how to survive if there's that nuclear blast? Okay, I got a link in the bottom that'll show you how to survive. And you may be going, oh dude, I thought we were supposed to relax. Well, yes, I want to give you that piece of information so you can relax and prepare for the possible future. You know, like, it's just reality. Come on. And then you know, and then you can go and you can chill, so you understand that part. If something happens, you will be prepared. And that is so awesome when things are going crazy. Get your information understand it and don't dwell on it, because too much of negativity will cause you to have your reality changed in something that you don't want it to be, and you'll be something nobody wants to be around you, see. So remember love, compassion, empathy, understanding things people need today because they're so confused. Come on, everybody. Everybody's like, I'm feeling used, you know? I kind of feel like that I'm just collateral damage just to be thrown aside, and that really sucks, you know what I'm saying? Besides, we don't need to focus on the negative at all. We hear it, we understand it, and then we use it for our data so we can understand what to do, so we can understand how we can follow through and survive with who we are with this chaos going around. It seems like even in the stars, you know, I mean, we gotta chill, just calm down and ill. But I'm pouring my heart out to you, because I'm telling you, when I was doing things today and seeing the pain around me, I just was so thankful. Almost tears came to my eyes because I realized how I was taking things for granted, and I need to knock it off. I need to be happy with what I've got. Being in that third world country helped me understand, like, the things that people have. They even had like leprosy and things like that. That is just something that is part of their life, and they figured how to survive through the craziness and strife. Now come on, we can be tough and figure out our way. You know, I've got a question for you when it comes to everything happening. What are you doing today to try to help with change? To help people understand that they can grab on to reality and understand that they are better than what they even think about themselves. Stand up to those that want to push people down, but don't do it in a violent way. Be a mediator that helps the situation in every way. You know, that's what I'm saying. But this thing I'm not playing, okay? You must be cautious. You must be concerned about your safety whenever anything is going on. Always be aware of your surroundings. And I'm gonna tell you a secret that a lot of people don't know about when it comes to being aware of your surroundings. You can have it so you have more than just two eyes. This is what I'm talking about. Let's say you're in the city or wherever. You can look like this and look at reflections so you can see more around you. Use glass, even in cars and things like that. Be aware of your surroundings and be safe in everywhere. That's what I want for you. I want you to be calm because you know what to do and how to handle situations so you can be who you are and get home. You want to get home and relax. That's what I'm saying. So, when it comes to everything that we're doing, we need to make sure that we're seeing through all the manipulation and the lies. You're probably asking, well, how do I know they're doing these things if I don't even understand what's happening in reality? You know what? We've got the computers You can search now. That doesn't mean you do a search and you pick the first one and hey, that's what it's all about. No, dig. If you really want to find out. And I'm gonna tell you this, really dig so you can find out the truth that you're looking for. Isn't that important? Come on, let's not be lazy. We want to know what the deal is and what's really going on. Because I'm gonna tell you, there's things that we're seeing, and I want to explain it like a song with a band. If you think about it, there's the band, they like have a lead guitarist, keyboardist, right? And then a bass guitarist and a drummer, okay? Now think of those instruments there, okay? Now, the bass is the most influential instrument in the band. You're like, what? Well, how about the guitar? Well, how about the keyboard? No, I'm gonna tell you what happens with the bass. It's really cool and it'll hit you in the face. See, the bass is a rhythmic instrument, so it's like a bridge between the drums and the rest of the instruments. So what happens is with the bass, you can go ahead and have a bass line and even put just another note in there, a little offbeat, and it changes everything. I'm gonna tell you, it changes everything. Like if you listen to this, boom, 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 boom. Now listen, we go like this now. Listen, dum, dum, dum. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. See? Boom, boom, boom. The other one. Boom, 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 boom. Now the reason I mention that, okay, what's happening is this. When it comes to the whole entire situation is this, there's the guitarist up front. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Right? And you see that all over social media, right? All over the place. The lies, manipulation. So people can just get views. That sucks, I'm sorry. But anyway, then there's the keyboardist. Yeah, keyboardist, there's the singer. They're up front, all going on, right? They got their thing on, but then there's the drummer. Back there going on. And then the bass player. Boom, boom, boom. And they can change one note and it changes the whole feeling of the song. The bass is the most important instrument. You know, because if you feel the bass, it's like that bass is getting me going. It feels good. But if you got a crappy bass player, you're like, what the heck is going on with your song? It really, really doesn't sound right. But if you got that groove going on, like you hear with our breathing song, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know what, you guys? There's so much going on. I want you to be prepared, okay? That's what this is about. Being prepared. It's important, so important that you calm yourself down. I know I did a lot of going on tonight, and I didn't do a lot of the breathing with you guys. But I wanted to share certain things with you to help you understand that yes, there's that negative, big time, and we know what it is. World War III, okay? And that involves nuclear missiles. That's just reality, okay? I'm not gonna have a discussion about it, but like I explained before, and I'm going to say it again, that I have a link in the description for you to click on. So if you want to know how to survive when it comes to a nuclear bomb and you're outside of the blast zone, Okay, you just basically need to seal the house. Watch that video. Then that gives you more hope, okay? So that is what's important. That's the reason I tell you it. I don't want to tell you things like that and then not have give you some type of idea for a solution. That's what I'm talking about. That has to do with the, what is it? That's right, with that breathing song. You can get along. That's what I'm talking about. Hear it. Feel it. When you breathe in, feel your lungs expand. You know what I'm talking about. Feel it. Yeah. Let yourself chill. Let yourself come down. Ooh, yeah, we can feel it. Yeah. Feel what's going on with our breathing song. Let yourself feel the expansion of every breath. I want to get my glasses so I can see what someone wrote. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, you know what I'm saying. We just gotta come down because I know there has to be someone out there that is in a lot of trouble. And I want to talk to you. All right? I have been in some serious situations where, you know what? I understand there were people that would take their life because it was a close, for me, a type of decision that would have been acceptable in my mind. So, I understand what it's like. It seems hopeless, but I'm going to tell you that is not true. You will find that if you wait and really hold on and persevere to truth. I know it's difficult when things are going on, but I will tell you, hang on, have faith, trust, and really envelop yourself with as much as positive as you can have. Really appreciate the things and be glad about being able to breathe, being able to move your arms, being able to say yes and no, being able to do things as you go that so many others aren't able to do because of physical conditions. Now, that's how you can appreciate what's going on. Think about the dinner you ate tonight. There's a lot of people that are going hungry and they may just be down the street. So appreciate what you have. Show your loved ones how much you appreciate them. Show them, tell them what it's all about. And don't be crowding around. And what I mean by that is just be annoying to people to vent out your anger. Come on, knock it off. You had a hard day. Don't take it out on your partner. They didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? And now you screwed up things and you ain't be playing. You'll be maybe sleeping on the couch or in a hotel because you got irritated about something before. You know what? Chill. In fact, I'll say this. Come and chill and breathe with me every night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's what I'm saying. That'll help you chill and you'll not be playing like a fool. You'll be that partner that you should be, that friend, that family member that we want to see before us as we follow and go through life and try to understand things when it comes just to life. I mean, what's the deal? What is the understanding? They seem so doggone commanding about this and that and destroying and money, and what about that? I don't understand why the human condition doesn't seem to be taken into consideration that much anymore. What's going on? You guys open up the door and help the people. They now are trapped inside because, man, you don't realize what it's like to have to live in some of those conditions. You've been in your mansion eating crumpets and tea and all the other crap, but you know what? Those people are eating straight up crap because they don't have the money to buy what they really want in the grocery store. Come on, that's messed up. We're supposed to be the richest nation in the world, and we can't get medical care and we can't get our groceries. There's something wrong with that, and that's a reality we must face. And I will tell you this, a great way to survive it is to stay as far away from anything in the store when it comes to food, except for like in the produce area, in the fresh meat area and such. The frozen stuff and all that other stuff, make a wall as much as possible. Go to the things that are green and fresh, and the meat that is fresh also. Now I understand it's like, that's more expensive. Well, let me tell you a secret. You know what? Maybe can McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and all the other stuff that is clogging up your arteries, messing up your heart, slowing your thinking, making you bigger, gonna cause you to get diabetes, all sorts of other diseases because you're eating that garbage. Can't you see it and feel it? Now, use some vegetables, use some things like that. Stop filling up your body with that crap. Because we had this term when I was in programming in the 80s and the 90s, it was G-I-G-O, which means garbage in, garbage out. So if you program something and put garbage in, that's what you get out. Now think that same way when it comes to your body. What you put in, garbage in, then garbage out. Not in the butt, I'm talking garbage out when it comes to who you are, physically and mentally. That's very interesting. So the food that is healthier for you, you know what? It's better for your body physically, but it will help you think more clearly. That's just reality I'm telling you about. Eat much better, and you will not have so many things going on or a possibility. I cannot tell you what you won't get, but wouldn't like preventative, I don't want to call it medicine because it's not medicine, you know, like stretching, which I have on this channel, exercise, okay, nutrition. Hey, I take this seriously. This is my most incredible thing I have. You know what? The body. Your body is amazing. Think about how it works. All right? Take care of your body and it will take care of you. I'm totally serious. There is less likely certain things will happen if you really take care of your body. And I will tell you the top 3 what I consider elements when it comes taking care of yourself. The first one is stretching. The second one is exercise. And the third one is what you eat. And that is what it is to make you complete. You look at those three things you instill in your life, and you know what? You will feel better all the way through your core. You can do it. I'm telling you, it will change things, but you will feel weird. You're like, I want that McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know why? It's because it's addictive. They put things in there. Just think about it. Don't you care? Because there's been many reports on the meat in some of those fast food joints. You know, I'm talking the big ones, and you're putting that crap in your body. No wonder your stomach hurts. Be real. Think about your health. Know that you have to depend on yourself, because medical has become a medical industry. What I'm gonna say is they turned our body into a money-making machine. Very interesting. It's all down to the particulars of everything. I mean, if you think about it, there's the FDA. I understood that anyway. Why is food and drug part of the same administration? Okay? I just find that really, really strange in so many ways, but I will tell you what's really deranged is this, is when it comes to the food, they manipulate it, okay? Straight up, real, I'm just telling you. I've had food here, and I've had food in other countries where they don't do the things that we do to the food here. The really bad things is they put other things in the food. So they take out nutrition and put things in the food that they call fillers. What's everything they put in the fillers? Use your imagination. We're living in a time where you can honestly look at things and say, it's straight up manipulation for money. That's what it's all about, you guys. Everything that is happening that we are going through has to do with the love of money. Now the thing is that, you know, it's like rich people, they're all bad and everything else. No. You can have money and be an awesome person, just like you cannot have money and be a bad or good person. Anyway, the thing is that when it comes to money, if you love it, okay, that means that if it's your priority, I love my money, and you know it, people that are really up into that level, we're talking billionaires and stuff, they are sleeping with it. They love their money. I mean, that's just absolutely true. There's one billionaire that really impressed me, though. You know what? I was just so impressed by this. It's Bill Gates, the guy that created Microsoft. That guy is incredible. Double thumbs up. Kudos to you, Bill Gates, for going and spreading your wealth out that you made globally. Dude, I am so impressed with you, and I am really thankful that you exist, okay? Because you show an awesome example that I believe a person in your position should be. Because I know another thing that you talked about is you're not just making your kids so they just have everything, okay? So the thing is, that's really cool too. It's like you are showing them how to be educated. I knew this investor, he wasn't a billionaire or anything, but one thing he did is he taught his kids the business. They had to grow it themselves, okay? He was the dad and everything, so he helped them start. But then he had them do it themselves. No inheritance, no anything else. They built their own fortune. That's cool. That's important. And that's what a parent does. You know what? The thing is There's confusion all over the place, especially when it comes to the family unit. Huh, what is that? Because we're so confused on even what a family is. I mean, who are the people? I mean, what is it? I mean, I don't really even know. Maybe someone could write me and explain it to me, what the family unit actually is. When people are walking around with headphones on, not listening to what's going on, and then they're sending messages to each other in the house. I mean, what's up with that? I mean, don't you want to talk? Don't you want to see me? We're in the same house. Come on, believe me. We can chill, we can talk, we can do things like humans do. Let's hang out. Come on, that's cool. That's what I'm talking about, the family unit. It's being driven apart, whatever it is now. But just remember, you got to hang on to truth, and what that truth is what you need as proof. That's why I say you're smart enough. You are an individual that will find out the truth, and then you will understand what is truly right and what is truly wrong. And you will also know that when it comes to the power of positive, it will shine a light so that the darkness or the gloom cannot take it. That's the thing, is if you are able to face conflict with positivity, then hey, that is the way to do it. I'll send you a piece of reality right now, okay? I had the situation where I thought I did something really good. In fact, there was like 2 things I just thought I really did awesome, and I really told the person about it, and I was really excited. And then you know what? I found out that I really messed up on both of those things. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was excited that the other person would be excited. And then you know what I did? I then pissed the person off because I was frustrated and confused. I didn't know what to do, and the person just walked away from me, and I was like, I want to say I'm sorry, but you know what? I was wrong, because the thing is, yeah, the things I did, I was excited about them being good, and they were bad, and that's just reality about what happened. Now, the thing I did wrong is my reaction that caused the person to get mad at me. So then I'm in my own place sitting going, how do I apologize for this? Because I'm wrong, and I don't want to be like, I'm sorry, everybody says that, and it's like lame, it's like whatever. So I thought about what I learned from the situation and everything that happened. I then approached the person and I said, you know, I want to thank you because you helped me see, and I explained what they helped me see. And then I stepped back and let them talk to me. Because remember that I had angered them, so I wanted him to be able to vent. Then everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to wait for hours or days or whatever thinking about if the person's still mad at me, because everything was contained with mediocrity. You know what? You can be a mediator in situations where the evil and yuckiness would get greater, but you can be that mediator that's positive. Hey, what's up? What you doing? Cause we can breathe as we got our groove on. We got the breathing song, and that is what's going on. I even have the breathing songs on my page, so you can enjoy them and breathe along and feel your lungs expanding. I want your stress to come down. I want you to feel you're around and not pay attention to those people that are clowning around. Put your electronic device away each and every day and come here at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time so we can get together. Either breathe in time, breathe in. That's right. Breathe out. Feel it and feel it. Calm your senses. And you know what? I want you to give me your hand because I want us to take a journey. Will you come with me on the beach in the morning time? We can see the sun rise above the ocean like a fireball. We hear the birds in the sky as we walk and feel the sand on our feet. And then we see the whole entire sky as it brights up, getting more and more orange. And we understand and realize that we are part of this whole entire existence. We need to make sure that it's taken care of, that we are actually like gardeners of the whole entire world. We shouldn't destroy. We need to actually cause the planet to live more. But the problem is this, with humanity, it seems our goal is always to destroy as much as we possibly can for the gain that we can see. It has to do with everything around that thing that's stupid called money. I know we need to have it to obviously live, but you know what? If you started to control how you live, if you begin to be that money, then you want to know it, you're a dummy. Because you're like, I ain't gonna let nobody control you. Well, you know what? You're letting that money control you. Do you even remember who you are? Do you really remember how you wanted to have that dream to be that shining star, a positive light? I mean, think about it. Think about what you can do now. Just help someone smile tomorrow when you go through the line. Say, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You say that to the checker. You know what? That really helps them make it through the day. That's right, lift them up today. Spread the message. Know that you are walking down the street and you see your neighbor that you're about to meet. Say, hey, have a safe day. Hey, I like your new coat. Anyway, say anything to lift them up, so they don't have to feel like they're always, you know what I'm saying. I didn't say the word, but I'd rather do that. So I'm able to stay on here. I don't know about the curse words and I really don't care. I want you guys to be able to be that soldier that I speak of. Someone that will stand and be that positive light with your smile. Give that uppercut to negativity with your smile. And impact the situation with whatever smile you're using. You know what I'm saying, depending on the situation. And really remember that word I use, situation, because I'm going to tell you there's certain situations that you have no business trying to help. And you need to come to that exact determination with exactly who you are and exactly what you want to do. But I know you're going to find something to impact this harsh reality we're facing today. You know, you can do what they would call little things Put that water next to the person that is sleeping on the sidewalk in the middle of the city. You know? Get someone some chicken, a Kentucky Fried Chicken, and give it to that person on the street. Come on. It's hard, think about it. So make a little expression of what you represent, because you are someone that will help make the world complete. And I thank you for coming here tonight. I really want you to be able to sleep. Just think about, as you lay your head down, how you really want to know how to bring your stress to the ground. Don't dwell on the things of today. Think about how tomorrow will be better than yesterday. That is the positive focus that you really need to have. Thank you for coming here and joining me. Be safe tomorrow.